same organisation in defending Medicare, and Tim himself has written some excellent articles contributing to the debate around this, defending Medicare and explaining the detrimental effects of this being for GPs. So I'll hand it over to Tim now. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks very much. Thank you all for gathering for the big defence campaign for Medicare. I'd like to take you through a little bit of a history lesson. It's going to be very brief. It starts in 1996. This chap, John Howard, was elected. Just before he was elected, he said, Medicare, the introduction of Medicare was a cardinal mistake. Over the next years of his prime ministership, he sneakily brought in change after change that was aimed at reducing Medicare to the safety net status and elevating private care to the mainstream. He did this firstly by an advertising campaign to promote private hospitals, by changing how private health insurance worked, and then by successively allowing the federal government's contribution to public hospitals to drift away from what was normally a 50-50 arrangement with the states down to 39% by the end of his prime ministership. He wanted people to appreciate that the only way to get good hospital care was to go private. He almost won that battle, although we all know that if you actually get into a public hospital, the care you get can be second to none, often better than a private hospital. His acolyte at the time of his prime ministership was a chap called Tony Abbott. Tony Abbott became the health minister, and under his care he initially allowed the bulk billing rates to drop right down to 69%, so that many people struggled to find a bulk billing doctor to access care. But what happened? What happened was that people like you, and if I find some grey hairs around, people such as you, got out there and campaigned against the decline in bulk billing. And what happened? Thank you. And what happened was that his backbenchers started complaining that in their marginal electorates they were feeling insecure. It's the only message politicians understand. Scare them. That's what we have to do. We have to do a lot more than just have a rally here on the steps of the State Library. We have to get into the hearts and minds of a lot of people and make them worry the politicians in marginal electorates. What the policy now is doing is showing, even though the government are saying we haven't decided yet, we just carefully arranged the release of all this information to find out what people thought. Well, we need to tell them what we think. We don't want what they're doing. We want Medicare as strong or stronger than it was before. So it's up to you guys now. We have to spread the message. We have to get together with all sorts of people to make it a big enough scare for them to worry about getting re-elected, because it is the only message that will stop the ideologically driven commitment that they have to reducing Medicare to a safety net and making private king. Thank you.